What ails you? Discipline and consistency. So, as we age, body starts to change, especially if you're in Harimbi. And I have lost, I didn't lose it. I set it down. I set down my discipline and my consistency. I used to be so disciplined and so consistent back when I was racing. I used to do triathlons, and I'm not the best swimmer. I use all my energy swimming. I've taken swim lessons no less than about 7 times. I even took a dive class to get more comfortable in the water. I do not tread water well, which is why I expend so much energy. I don't know how to calm myself. But all that to say, I was still disciplined enough to get up, go to the pool at 5 o'clock in the morning, like I was a D1 athlete. I was getting up, going to the pool 5 o'clock in the morning, swimming for an hour, maybe going to the gym to do a bike or a run after, and still getting a workout in after work. Dedicated, committed. And my then husband, he was my Sherpa, great support, driving me to all my races, waiting patiently, all of that. And even during COVID. But grief doesn't have a timeline. So my dad died in 2020. I didn't get the opportunity to grieve until about 2022, 2023. And that's when the bulk of my Harimbi started to set in. So as you can probably imagine, it wasn't great. I set it down and periodically would pick it back up. Do a little walk here, do a little workout there, but it was nothing near the consistency that I had. And I had that consistency for almost a decade. But as you age, and hopefully you will, you start to realize you might have more years right now, or you may have more years behind you than you do in front of you, unless you're one of those people who live to be well into the 100s. My maternal grandmother lived an extremely long time. So, who knows? But last year, as my pastor said, don't wait for January 1st, New Year starts now. So, New Year started last year. And I was a bit more consistent. But I'm building the consistency and the discipline. Because no, I don't always feel like it. I didn't even feel like a lot of times back then when I was hyper disciplined and hyper consistent. So the goal and the promise, pinky promise that I made to myself was to give myself at least 15 minutes. And again, I haven't been consistent. Why? Because my brain doesn't always feel like it. And as we know, the mind will give up long before the body ever will. I can attest to that. So I work out in weighted vests, and I have one that's 8 pound. But as we age, we need a little bit more help. So I bought a new one. And this is 30 pounds. And I wear it while I'm walking. I'll wear it while I'm on my vibration plate. And when you take it off, you not only are you lighter, but your posture is so much better. And I was thinking about something when I was walking today. How, okay, yeah, this is 30 pounds, but it's 30 pounds in one place. Most people, when we gain weight, it's kind of evenly distributed. Sometimes you'll have it all in your midsection. Sometimes it's all in your back. Sometimes it's all in your hips, or whatever the case may be. But you're not drugging it around just all in one place, and there's no relief from it. And so when I first started with this and I had walked outside, I had to laugh. I got to the I was doing a mile, and I got to the halfway mark, and I was like, whew, I am tired. And so finished my mile, got back, and took this off, and immediately I felt like Peter Pan because I knew I could fly. All that to say, if you too are working on discipline and consistency, get yourself a weight vest. You ain't got to go 30. Like I said, I got an 8 over there, and I use the 8 sometimes when I'm doing stationary workouts, weights, nothing that I'm bending over or anything like that. And or sometimes I'll walk around with it in the house. Sometimes I do walk around with this one, but sometimes it's just like, no, let me hurry up and get this smile. Let me hurry up and get this done and take it off. So, if you are like me and you have put down your discipline and your consistency, may I encourage you to pick it back up. And this is coming from someone who had meniscus tear surgery in November 2024. So now I'm great. It's great. That probably came about from all of my outdoor activities and overcompensating and never stopping. And so, but may this be your sign of encouragement to pick it back up, because life is busy and hectic, and you can find time to give yourself 15 minutes to mend yourself.